that it was because he cheated. That was why he went for therapy, went to see the therapist. And it was very funny when he wanted to explain himself to Deborah. And this is why you shouldn't do things that you wouldn't want to say in front of the camera. Hi guys, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olabisi and I film about faith, lifestyle and relationship from Ibadan, Nigeria. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comment section. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about this YouTube series. I'm going to be doing a reaction video to it. So I've been following for a while now. I don't know if you guys have seen Blue Therapy. It's a series on YouTube and it's about this couple, going for therapy. They are not married yet actually. So they had issues in their relationship and all that good stuff. Okay, that's not good. They had issues in their relationship and they are going to see a therapist. So I'm going to be discussing the things that I've seen that are the issues in those relationships. So let's go. So I've jotted it down so that I won't forget anything. So for Choma and Paul, because in that series, in case you haven't seen the series, we have Choma and Paul, we have Deborah and Jamel in those series. So getting sweaty. So Choma and Paul, first thing I see in that relationship is trust issues and communication. It's going to be trust issues slash communication. Choma and Paul have this kind of relationship where they don't communicate well. Well, I would say Paul doesn't communicate well with Choma. In the last episode, we saw how Paul was involving his sister even in their therapy section. Even though this person is one of the things that you guys have issues with in your relationship, he still went ahead to bring his sister into the therapy section, which Shoma wasn't cool with actually. So one thing I would say is that the things that Paul wasn't communicating to Chioma, he was communicating it to his sister. That's when the involvement of his sister becomes too, should I say, too involved or too toxic for Chioma at the end of the day. So, and we would say that there was this part that Paul was telling Chioma that, the therapist, that he was also thinking about the abortion they had and all that stuff, and he wasn't even communicating it to Chioma at the end of the day. And this is something that the girl was dealing with, and she was thinking, oh, maybe she's the only one in that shoes, maybe she's the only one thinking about the abortion they did and all of that. And Paul wasn't saying it. If he had said it, probably they would have ironed it out, figured it out. Those are the things that is causing issues. One of the things I would say again is that the fact that Paul wasn't willing to do Chioma's website. I don't know if I should use the word willing. So Chioma wanted to do the website for a business, and obviously Paul knew about it, and he, should I say, he wasn't willing to help, or he wasn't available to help. Then she went ahead to give it to somebody else, and Paul said he wasn't comfortable with it. And the fact that Paul didn't even discuss it with her, the reason behind him not wanting that guy, the guy that did our website, him not wanting her to do it, like communication issues, just, I don't know. At the end of the day, Chema was even like, you are in a relationship with me, you should communicate and all those things. So they have communication issues, that for a fact. Another thing that I would see with Paul is the fact that he has ego and emotions issue. I feel like Paul trusts his sister more than Chioma. Number one, that's why he's communicating more with his sister than Chioma. I don't know where that is coming from. Maybe it's his family issues or anything like that, but he has this emotions issue that he doesn't trust easily, I think, and his ego as well. Chioma didn't go home to see him. I think that was episode 5, and he was still expecting an apology whereas you are the one that offended her. You were the one that said things in the therapy that wasn't comfortable for her. And it was just saying a lot of things. And I'm not here to say that, oh, Chioma doesn't have any issues. She has as well, because she um Paul said the decision to abort the baby was mutual. And I think to a certain extent that it was mutual, even though Shoma is this person that has some fears about family and other things. She doesn't want to raise a child on her own. All those things come all those things brought about her not wanting to um keep the baby. So I mean, if Paul was willing to be there as the father, I'm very sure that Choma would have. But at the end of the day, it was a mutual agreement, and to some extent, I think that she shouldn't have agreed to that abortion. She should have figured out a way, probably talk to people that um Paul trust, or Paul would listen to. She should have done that. That's one of the reasons they say you should be in a relationship with someone that has a head over him, someone that has like a mentor, someone that you can easily talk to in a case like that. So that is what I'm going to say about Paul and Jam. Like, there's a whole lot to say, but let's just stop there and move to Jamel and Deborah. The first thing is so obvious that Jamel and Deborah also have trust issues, guys. Like, they have trust issues. Like, I feel like it's just like everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And I think that it's heavier on Jamel, actually. I think all the content is in my head, so I don't need this. So Jamel has, I don't know, Jamel doesn't communicate. I think because, okay, let me say this. When Jamel booked an appointment with the therapist for them to come discuss their issues and all of that, I was thinking, oh, this guy is great. Oh, this guy, he has seen the issues that they were having in the relationship and he wanted to discuss it with the therapist. And I'm like, oh, great, and all of that. I didn't know that it was because he cheated. That was why he went for therapy, went to see the therapist. And it was very funny when he wanted to explain himself to Deborah. And this is why you shouldn't do things that you wouldn't want to say in front of the camera. It was so like uncomfortable. In fact, I feel like Deborah had to force it out of his mouth. He didn't even say it clearly. It was just like indirectly before she could figure out what he was saying at the end of the day. But they had trust issues, and I'm going to say the trust issues slash quality time. I believe that if Jamel was having a quality time with Deborah, they wouldn't be there in the first place. There were times that they were supposed to meet up, have an appointment, and he even double booked. He's a fitness trainer, which means he trains like both females and males and all those things. And I think that females are the ones that are into this thing real good. And for someone that does that kind of job, someone that basically surrounds themselves with women, Deborah is supposed to be fully involved in his work. Like, if he, my opinion actually, if he has like clients that he wants to go train at home, if Deborah is available, I think there's no big deal for them to go together. Just basically she getting involved into his day-to-day activities. And he was even like, Deborah is too involved, is too pokey. I don't know if that's the word, but he wasn't even comfortable with the fact that she's always into his space. And I think the reason why is because he isn't even communicating. Like, if she knows his day-to-day routine, how he's going to go and all of that. And the fact that he has lied to her on several occasions. I mean, there was this event, I can't remember the name now, that Chama was I don't know why I kept saying Chama, that Deborah was telling Paul that she was going to go and all of that. Then Paul was like, oh, Deborah was saying to Jamel that she was going to go. Then Jamel was like, oh, he's not going, and all of that. And he booked a session. Should I say a session or ticket? Yeah, he got a ticket for that event. And she found out, they just had a lot of trust issues. So it's going to be trust issues slash communication. So this, when they say that communication is key in every relationship, like it's so key, you can't even slide it away. Like if you have someone that you're with, you should always, always, always communicate. And I'm going to add this. There was there was a day that I was listening to Pastor Mildred. Pastor Mildred is a relationship coach. You can check our YouTube page. You will surely find great content on relationship that will bless you, and many more actually at Pastor Mildred Kingsley Okonkwo on YouTube. So, or maybe I could drop the link in the description box. So she said one time that, let me give you guys the gist. She said one time, when she just got married and she was doing certain things. I think that women do this a lot. Sorry. When you just like put your face up, and maybe your husband did something, your partner did something, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to talk to him, and the person doesn't even know that you are in that kind of situation. The person is there living his life, like, so that was what happened. She said that she was just carrying her face up, that this guy, he has offended her and all of that, and you know he did not even notice, like he didn't even like think of it. He was just doing his business. She gave him food, he ate, break bone. So it was until she had that discussion with him that he was now like, are you sure? Is that what that was all about? I was thinking that maybe you were in the spirit, you were in the Holy Ghost, that's why I kept kabashing and all of that. And she was like, men didn't they? She said, men didn't they? Like that broken English was just something else. So that's just it, Sha. You just have to communicate. Sometimes guys don't, I think I've said this on this channel before. When you tell a man that, they read literal meanings to what you say. When you say, oh, I don't want this, or you say, get out, they just get out. And what you actually meant is stay right there. Because I think ladies do that a lot. So that's it, guys. I hope that you guys again one or two things. Please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.